Here's my latest project on my workbench here. This is a Panasonic AM FM clock radio, and I picked it up at a yard sale for $10, and they told me that the clock is working, and I've tested it. The dials or switches here, and it does work, and it has the where you can set the alarm, that little red bar, and everything seems to be working, and it keeps pretty good time. But the radio side does not work, doesn't turn on, no sound. So I'm going to see if I can fix this. So this is it's a Panasonic model RC-7247 FM AM clock radio, 7 transistor, 5 diodes. So that's what I'm going to be working with here. And it's in pretty good shape. It's actual wood, it's not pressed wood. So the case is pretty good shape. And looking at the bottom here, no water damage, pretty good shape. So we'll see where we go up with this. Okay, I'm taking a look at the inside in here, and I've done a little work on this. I cannot get any sound to come out, no static, nothing. So something is wrong in here, and I think a lot of it has to do with these bare wires. You could see there's 1, 2, there's three, there's another one over here. 3 bare wires, and I don't know what those were connected to. I tested a little bit connecting one to the other, tested to see if there was any power going to any of those, but just couldn't figure out what is missing there or how they were connected. I looked for a schematic, couldn't find one that I was able to figure out how to repair that there. So I'm going to move on to something else, and what I've decided to do is to leave this intact as it is on this side with the radio parts. The speaker does work over here. That speaker does work. So I'm going to kind of leave everything there so that if someone else with more technical skill gets a hold of this, they'll be able to pick up where I was unable to on repairing that part of it. So I'm going to turn this into a Bluetooth receiver and leave the rest of this radio intact. Okay, this is what I've installed in here to make this a Bluetooth capable radio speaker. The speaker's still up there, and I ran power in here, and then comes in to through the back here and goes up, and I split it here, and power when it's plugged in goes to the radio, or to the clock, so that remains running. Then it splits and goes down here to a rocker switch there that could turn power to the Bluetooth part of this radio. You could turn that off, and from there, from the rocker switch, when it's on, the power goes to this plug, and then I have this USB adapter that plugs into that plug, and it steps it down to 5 volt. And I have a USB cable here that plugs into this TP4056. It's a lithium charging board with a protection module on it, and so that allows for this lithium battery to be charged. And I had to put that in because I was using this DWCT14 Plus. It's a audio amplifier board that has a Bluetooth receiver on it, and that requires a steady direct direct current, and that this battery supplies that. So I don't really need it, but I noticed when I did not have this battery on here and had this connected directly to the amplifier board, it was cutting out when I turned the volume up. But with this battery installed into the system here between the power, and it goes to the battery and charges the battery, then it goes to the Bluetooth amplifier, Bluetooth receiver amplifier, it does not cut out. I could do full volume. So it's kind of like just a small little battery there that gives direct power to the amplifier board. And from there, I have, well, from this TP4056, I have the power going in. The battery supplies it to here, then the power goes into the amplifier board. Then I just plugged in one side. It has stereo speakers, but I just plugged in one side there, and that goes to the speaker. So that's the wiring setup. So it has the DWCT14 plus amplifier board. That's a Bluetooth receiver. Then I have this part here, which is the TP4056 lithium charging board with a protection charge module. And then I have the little 3.7 volt lithium battery there. And on back through the system here to the power. And I'm gonna put this back together, and this piece right here is the knob that controls, that you can adjust the time on the clock from the front of the radio there. So I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble this, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so I've reassembled the radio here. Everything's back in place. It just has 3 screws that you unscrew there, and then the back panel kind of drops down. You have to take off this little plastic thing to allow the time adjustment screw there to be able to pass through the back panel. And there's the rocker switch that turns on the power to the Bluetooth. And you can see the red light there is the TP4056 lithium charging board. That's the red light. Now the blue one is the the DWCT14 amplifier board. So everything's on in there. It's ready to play. The this radio also had the power cord cut off, so it had like a black lead coming out of there for the original power cord. But I had this old blue or brown power cord that I was able to use to plug into the battery or to the radio. So spinning this back around, now you can see the front of it here. You can see the clock working there, second hand running. And I'm going to turn off the light here. You can see it does have a little light that's on all the time there that lights up the face of the clock. This side, I didn't see any lights for it. I just left it as it was. Hopefully someone else down the road will have the technical ability to fix the that side of the radio, but for now at least it could be used for Bluetooth. So I'm gonna demonstrate how it works. Okay, so I've got the radio all turned on now. Just wanted to demonstrate it here. So I've got my cell phone here, and I'm going to play some royalty-free music on here, so that so you can see how it sounds. So I'm just going to start that up. And to adjust the volume, you can turn it down or turn it up. So the volume's controlled by the phone, and I could pause it, it'll stop, and start it up again. So it works pretty good. One of the side benefits of this also is I can unplug it, and it keeps playing because it has that little battery that's supplying direct power to it. So works pretty good. So there's my completed project. The 1968 Panasonic AM/FM clock radio, RC-7247, with a working clock, original clock, not working radio, but transformed into a Bluetooth speaker.